Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Nair Architect, and today I'm going to show you how to create a small house utilizing Revit. And this procedure that I'm going to show you is the procedure that we do making a building information models in a Japanese firm here in Tokyo. So what you should do first is create the grid lines. So you can click the grid lines here or type GR. Okay, alright, then just follow my mouse so that you could see what you could follow what I'm doing. Click this one, maybe offset. I would make 3000. Yeah, this 3000 because I'm using an mm as units, millimeters as my units. Okay, so I'll just move this one to the right a little bit. Alright, gonna create the horizontal grid lines as well, and then you offset again by probably 4000 or 4 meters. Okay, so now we have a horizontal and vertical grid lines as a basis or for the location of our columns. So I'll make a grid head on top because I'm used to having this on top, not below. So just turn off this one. Okay, so now we have the grid lines, vertical and horizontal grid lines. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to create columns, and when in terms of columns we prefer structural columns. So how to do that? Let you go to insert and load family, and then you see here you go to structural columns. Where's that? Here. Okay, and then choose the concrete and choose the concrete rectangular column. Okay, all right, so insert columns here, then structural column. So as you can see on top here on this part, you could see that there's also at grids, right? If you select this one, you could insert the columns to the grids automatically. So I'll show you how to do that. So click at grids, okay, and then you select the grids that you want to put the structural columns on. So I will select this one, okay, and then I'll check finish. Okay, but here none of the created elements are visible in the floor plan. So what you're going to do is you go to 3D view by clicking this one, this small house icon here. Okay, now you see that the structural columns are in a different level. See, it's negative or it's below the level 1. That's why you couldn't see it in the floor plan. So what you're going to do is select all of these and then go to filter and uncheck the grids because we want to select only the structural columns, and then OK, and then change the base offset into 0 here, and then change the level, the top offset, and change this one as 0. Okay, now you see that the location of the structural columns have already changed, and the base constraints became the level 1 and the top constraints became the level 2. Okay, so let's go to the east to adjust the height. So now we have this, right? So we have the level 2, which is 4000 mm, and the level 1 is 0. Okay, so let's make a dimension Okay. All right. So we want to change the parameter or the property of the structural columns. We just click here and then go to edit type and rename it. If depends on the, I would probably name it 300 by or let's say 250 times 300 for residential columns as well, small house. Okay, and then let's change the base size, the base, and also the height into 300. Okay. Maybe probably just all right. Change this one 200. Rename it again. We just change it to 200. Okay. So now let's click OK. Yeah. So now the property or the dimension of the structural columns have already changed. All right. Now we have the structural columns located to our structural grids or grids. Now we're going to create walls. So okay, let's go to wall, click this one, and then we have a default basic wall generic. Then we're going to edit that one. We duplicate and create a new name, which is 150 structural wall. Okay, we click that one, then edit the type, just 150, and we create this one as masonry or CMU or concrete masonry units, and then click OK. All right. Okay, click that one, and then we're going to create a wall. So how would we do that? We go to finish interior and then create a rectangle. Okay. All right. So because this part I want here to be a garage, this part, so I'm going to adjust the distance of this grid line 1. So I'm gonna click this one and change the distance. So I'll make this one as 4 meters. Okay, so automatically the columns also follow where the grid lines is adjusted to, because the columns are basically attached to the grid line, grid line 1. So what we're going to do with the wall is align it by typing AL, or you can do it also by you go to architecture, right? Click this one and you align by clicking this align here, this one, AL. So click this one and you select the face of the structural columns and you select also the walls. Okay, and then create another column here, a wall, sorry, and also here. Okay, so type align again. Okay, all right. So I'm going to open this one, so I'm gonna type TR or trim. All right, I'm gonna align this one. Okay, all right. So we have now an L-shaped small house. So we're going to create an interior partitions as well. So we're going to create a new type of wall. So let's go click this one and then create another. So, and then edit the type. This time I want to create a thinner wall tag. So duplicate this one and change the name into 100. Okay, and edit to type, start and create. Okay, all right, so now it has already become a thinner wall. I'm gonna align it to the center. Okay, so make another type. Okay, then align it here because I want this I want to create 2 bedrooms here, bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. So I'm going to extend it up to here. All right, extend also here. Okay, now we have a bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. So this part will be my kitchen, and this will be the dining space, and this will be the living room. So what I'm going to do is create partition also here. Then this is just a simple house. Align it here. All right, dining space. Okay, so now that we have a oh, we forgot the toilet, so we create also the toilet. So probably create a toilet up to this part. I want it here. Okay, I want just change this into 1400 by 2000. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now that we have this is the living room, and this is okay. Alright, so if we go to the 3D view, you could see that, oh, alright, we already have a concrete masonry units in 3D. And please keep in mind that this is only partition for structural walls. So if you type SD to make it shaded, to have a better view on how it looks. Okay, now that we have this burger, the next thing we're going to create is the floor or the slab. So what we do is also a structural slab. So let's go to level 1 as well. So architecture, oh no, structure, and go to floor. Alright, and select this structural. Okay, so we have the generic, which is 150 mm. We will just use it. Okay, so alright, click this one to follow the shape of our house. Okay, click that one out. Now if you go to 3D, you could see that there's already a slab. Alright, so structural slab. These are only structural columns, so basically what we did are all structural components. Alright, so we haven't put any finishes yet, and later on I'm going to show you how to do them. So you're gonna join the structural columns to walls by clicking. Okay. All right. Alright, let's go back to the plan for level 1.